All right. Last we left off after surviving the brutal stampede. You found yourselves facing a landscape changed. Roots had caused mountains to split, waterfalls, and whole rivers that looked massive and wide to begin to flow through otherwise areas that had not known them. Already seeing potential settlements and habitats destroyed, giving you a glimpse as to the fury of something, whatever it is that caused this red energy, this field of pure growth and mutation that turned creatures gentle and respectful into crazy wild predators. So, thus away, you now have a moment to catch your breath and decide if this changes your course, or it's time to simply carry on. Right. What do y'all want to do?
Can any get a sense of how our elephant friends are faring?
Like how they're feeling, more or less?
Yeah, do they want to continue forward? Are they feeling too spooked and they want to go back to the watering hole? Are they healthy still?
Yeah, I think at this point, I think the idea is they seem to be mostly bonded to you. And, like, there's a sense that they recognize that they missed this thing that more or less ended or killed their fellow people, fellow animals, and seem to be made their choice.
Well, all right. I do want to approach my friends and just remind them we did make a promise to these elephants. We said we would get them safely to their destination.
Yeah. I mean, depending on if this was a singled out incident, or if this is gonna come in waves, I think we probably should hold true to that at least.
What is their destination? Did they say?
It was somewhere on our way to our destination.
Oh, that's good.
I think you had said the main river is where you were taking them, if I remember.
Exactly, as we said, the main river.
We're not going to go back, we don't think. But
we were discussing it. We were discussing it.
Yeah.
We were thinking that whatever happened to, we don't know, but I assumed it was Nick that was really furious. Whatever happened, I probably left not many survivors, if any.
No, I survived.
We did, yeah, but we were not back there.
I wondered whether it might have been the mage who found out that that device had been taken.
It's too soon for that to happen.
He's magic, though, isn't he?
It's too soon. The capital is weeks away. And they did not bother to attend.
How do we know where it came from? Are we that certain?
It was in the general direction. It's
from where we came.
It seemed at least that it seemed at least the epicenter was in that area, and so if we caught it this far out, imagine people who are closer. And she's just going to look at both the new waterfall as well as the. I'm assuming there's just a tremendous amount of growth that's happened in this period of time as well. Than just
There's a
animals.
new wave of withering for sure. So
Yeah.
Right. So it's like we would have to go back through all of that with probably things that are worse than what we just ran away from to go ahead and even attempt to do so with the meager provisions that we have.
not knowing if anyone even survived.
Or if there's anything there to even figure out at this point.
The wave came in the form of a cone, like a beam, a cone. So we were able to guesstimate the direction.
Yes. Thank you, Andy.
Okay.
That's what how it yeah. And that's why, well, I guess it's whoever she was angry with the new wave of withering. It's
Who was she
either Nick
angry
or
with, though?
someone in possession of.
We
Yeah.
don't know. We just heard yelling. It sounded like her voice. And then this beam came from the distance.
There was a "How dare you?" Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was her voice then.
I'm not sure. I just suspected it was her voice, and then the withering came over, and that sounds like very much Nikta to me, except if it is someone who got her second eye, and that's what happened.
Matt,
Mhm.
can as someone who's been in the capital and like again as we've established that if you train at the academy that you're teaching under someone, so my assumption is that the archmage at some point has taught as they have pupils what I've heard their voice and even in passing somewhere to have an idea and help simplify this problem.
Yeah, you definitely would have heard the voice. I think that give me a knowledge roll.
Where's my D12?
I mean, it's just my theory, so maybe I'm wrong.
I'll spend a hope for my 2 quartz experience.
Seemed like a wrath on someone daring something really bad.
16 with hope.
Yeah. It at least sounded like her voice.
It sounded like the archmage's voice and not Nick's.
Similar. Well, I don't know if anyone really knows Nick does, but there was like I would say it could have been. It was like distorted. And to
Interesting.
enough you could go like that there definitely was those hints of the archmage within it.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh, is she trying to frame her?
Oh.
But like I said, also something's off. Something's different.
I'm
Okay.
curious.
I'll hold on to that for the moment. Go ahead, Jeff.
I'm curious.
Oh,
About going back, but I'm not used to being in a 1 of 5, so I need to listen to the group.
If we do think it was back by the symposium, no. Do you think you could maybe contact someone from the coven that you had spoken to? Didn't they give you like not a phone
Cauldron
number?
Network. That Cauldron Network. I love the
They gave
Cauldron
me-
Network.
They gave me a recipe for a stew. So, but I don't have all of the ingredients yet because it was quite a long list. I have some of them, but I mean, I could try, but it would take a while to make a stew. Do we want to be building a fire and making a stew at this moment? I don't know if it's wise.
Annie, don't you have a stone to contact some friends that they gave it to you?
I have a
What?
stone from. Yes, I was given a. No, hang on a minute. I was given a. Sorry,
You were given the stew.
I was given the stew recipe,
Yes.
and I was given a token by Gorge.
Yes. Annie was given us, or Alice was given a communication stone with the people who had like the books and the knowledge that they borrowed the information from.
Oh, sorry.
And Alice gave Annie that stone while she was in dog form.
Oh, I don't remember this. Let me look through my belongings. It's not written on my sheet, but Annie pulls out a stone.
They said that we could contact them through this if there's if there's someone who has it. There's someone on the other line or other side.
Yeah, sure. How do I?
Like, hello.
Yeah.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Is the thing on?
All right, and these were the people who had like gathered all like the histories and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Perfect. In that case, actually, let's see here. Yeah, I think you hold it up and it starts to get a soft glow in your hand, Annie. You feel that your will to talk into it has been received. It's ready to receive your message.
Hello. There was a big boom from Symposium direction. You okay? Question mark. What
You didn't
happened?
say over. You didn't say over.
Over and out. Not out, just over, because we're going to continue the conversation. Please respond.
Nice. That was incredibly lovely. All right, here we go. So this would be the Keepers of Stories. And there's a bit of a silence before your stone lights once more. And you hear, yes. I don't know what happened. Rampage's wards were destroyed. Everything's in chaos. And keep in mind, this is a few minutes after this thing happened, so they're still in their own recovery phase. So they might not have all the... But that you can definitely... You get that? Oh, over?
Okay, some survivors then? That's good.
Do they
Was
need our
it?
help?
Oh yeah, that's a good question to ask too. All right, Eddie holds up the stone. Do you need help? Question mark. Was it Nikta? Question mark.
Question.
We're talking to Siri right now. It's like-
Over.
Yes, many are injured. At least either injured or dead. It was enormous. I'm maybe Nikta could see a head and one glowing eye.
That last sentence I didn't quite catch. I mean, I imagine we are standing over at Annie's, like over the stuff.
Yeah, they said they see a head and one glowing eye is what they saw.
Yeah.
A head and one glowing eye. Mm.
They didn't say over, so they might still have more to say.
Over.
Okay.
Was it an owl head? Over. Question mark.
No, it's question mark over. Otherwise, you don't have over.
Something.
Delete. Sorry. Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
Fine. I love it. It was. Yes? Question mark? It was like an owl, but more human, feminine, filled with rage. Over.
What was that last two words?
Filled with rage.
Filled with rage.
Ask him if it had a Haven accent.
Did the feminine owl human have a Haven accent? Question mark over.
Yes, over.
Hard to tell an accent in 3 words, but maybe.
Okay, now I can't tell you that I'm not intrigued and that I want to find out more about that. What we also know from the Hearth Mother is that her rage might far outweigh anything that we could come up to soothe her. That's why last time we were like, okay, I guess there's a long way to go before there is some soothing, because we kind of are in this mess. But if someone is trying to frame Nikta as the bad guy, did I totally catch the wrong hint about that? I'm so sorry if I
This is wide
Maybe
open, so yeah.
Yeah.
Your idea is reasonable.
The
I mean, I
only
did that
other
say it as a Stella because I'm like,
Oh, sorry.
I'm half Anita, half Stella. Sometimes it's not very clear. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Do you
maybe
think we should go
also
and help? Sorry.
How's the fuck are we going to go ahead and get there through that?
The new waterfall, you mean? That's in the other direction, anyhow.
No, so the wilds through, like, it took us a bit just to get this far. Now we're going to have to go through giant ass trees with giant ass additional things on top of it that we just ran from plus more, and you want to go back through that.
I'm not
But
saying
people need help.
People need help around the entire fucking world.
yes, and the
Because
wilderness is
people
going to
are
continue
able
in
to
the
help.
other direction as well.
Okay, so now we've hit the problems that the conference had where how are you going to choose who you can help? We can help the few survivors that are still there, or we can try and fix the problem, and if we all die in the forest, then there's nobody to go ahead and help us address the rest of the problem, and the rest of this continues.
Well, maybe we should split up.
Be my guest, go ahead.
What? No, wait a minute. No. Splitting the flock is never. What? We gotta stay together.
I'm not saying we should. I'm just opening up the discussion because it seems like there's some of us who want to investigate further, and I'm kind of intrigued. But Elsie, you're right. It's risky. It is. It might not save a lot of people. We might find out a little bit more. We might not. And you're right, it's gonna be dangerous because there's a new wave of withering that came out for them cones, and that's probably even more withered and dangerous. So you're right on all those points. I'm just opening up a discussion because there's obviously different minds on the table, and it is difficult, and it is the wilderness, and it is night week, no matter which direction we go.
Question: Did the blast just affect this area? Do we know whether or not it get extended across the entire continent? Like,
It's spread out from the source of emanation.
Yeah.
so it could have
Yeah.
affected your farm, or the land, or Haven. Don't you think we should have an answer? Don't you think your father would want us to have an answer?
No, if we have a
sorry.
problem, I have a responsibility to the living, not the dead that are back there.
But they're not dead. You
There's
just spoke to somebody.
yes. So, and by the time that we get to them, which will be days, that they will have to have survived through all of this. Again, if you want to go, be my guest.
I do think it should be mentioned that the folks that we left were experts. They were accomplished healers and thinkers, and they are capable. It's not some, vulnerable village. They know wards. They know, which, I mean, I guess that speaks to how bad this was, but also, what even are we going to do when we get there? We'll just want to head back out again. Our contribution was seeing this through, right?
And also, we could keep contact with them. Maybe we'll find out more after they have, gathered themselves.
Bristol, what do you think?
Oh boy. Hey, look. So you can't do everything.
That's true.
You're probably you all throw out a lot of ideas, a lot of which I don't quite understand, but it seems that you weren't there, but you think this thing happened, and therefore something happened that you couldn't manage or help with, which is how it works, only being able to be at one place at one time. Meaning, if you with my people, we always say if you abandon something to go do something else, you're abandoning it, and something else may happen. So it's really what you want to fix the most, what you think is the most important. That's how we tended to think. So if helping people right now who maybe were in some type of disaster, that's fine. But you all were talking of this large creature trying to do something on a time crunch before this Fainwraith could do a horrible action. You're losing that time. And is it worth that? What are the stakes of not helping these people versus the stakes of this Fainwraith achieving their goal? But then
If that's
again,
the
I'm
case,
the one
then I
who
think
got
we
lost
should-
and stranded.
Bristle
If
speaks.
that's the
too.
case, I think we should bypass Alice's farm and go straight to Gloomwood. Why go there? Let's just do what we're. Let's just go to the Gloomwood.
But we heard that Gloomwood was that offering her the eye bag is not the solution in itself, because we would just have a short time solution, because we would need to get people on our side to even find a solution that's lasting.
Bristol, your words are very wise. I think your argument is more compelling than the one previously given. Perhaps we should continue.
All right. Is this for now? What do
Maybe
y'all want
don't
to
say
do?
it for now.
Look, the problem with going straight to the Gloomwood is that we still have to go over the mountains and up the river through Haven to go ahead and get to it.
Yeah, I'm just doing that. Alice's place is essentially on the way. Like,
Yeah. We're not doing an around thingy, kind of.
Eddie, are you still online with that person?
And he's had her hand over the sending stone like you would cover a receiver on the phone. Yeah, I've got them on hold.
We did ask that if they need help. Did we ask that? I can't remember. We did. Okay. Maybe. Well, what should we say? We'll send help.
We cannot
When we get
promise
help.
there's no guarantee that anyone is going to go in there.
But when we get to your home, we could ask people to send a party to help.
And if Rook just said that things hit there as well, do you think they're going to have resources to help?
Well, Haven's got a lot of resources, hasn't it?
And do you think that by the time we go to Haven, which is several weeks away, and we send people out here, they're going to be in a position to help or even want to?
But you just said they were cut off by the Witherwild, so it would take a long time to get to them anyway. So
Sure. So we're talking about days to go ahead and get back there. A couple weeks for us to get there. A couple weeks for us to get back. So we're talking about several months a month just for people to travel, let alone any sort of provisioning supplies or anything like that. I get that you want to help, but you cannot save everybody, no.
no, says nothing.
I disagree. I think that we should try to help. If it's not us going directly, then I think we should try to send somebody back. And it doesn't take days and days to get provisions. It can take a day. What? Donald, what? Above table, what's going on? I feel like things are very contrary today.
Interesting. Okay, it's nothing. I'm not trying to be. This is a very pragmatic and practical perspective in regards to this, of the that for a singular person it is possible to get provisions. To put together a large group to do a search and rescue over a period of time, it is not that easy. Again, I'm not trying to be difficult, myself, in that regard. And I
But it's-
apologize if it is coming off that way.
Okay.
My understanding
I
was
mean-
that Alice was trying to say about promising, which I think was what I understood what Alice's main issue was promising to do that because she didn't feel like you could promise that. But you could promise to try to send it. You could promise to tell people, but you couldn't promise that it would come in a certain amount of time. Was what I kind of felt there.
Yeah,
Matt.
no, it's fine to disagree. I think it's the kind of affect in which it's coming at. It seems kind of hard.
Oh, I do apologize then, if that's the case in that, Jeff. I do.
Thank you.
Very cool. With that, while we're out of the table, I guess first, anything anybody wanted to throw into that particular topic discussion, if we're good. But other than that, do we want to say where we feel like the characters are going to go forward, or do we
For me,
just
right-
do a quick vote and then go, cool, our characters have to get on board that way, or do you want to still have the conversation in character?
That is a good question because I feel like it's gonna be a decision, and it's always a hard decision because there's awesome stuff to both ways we could go. But right now, I feel like I'm a little going back out of my character because I want to get a feel of what we as a group want to do. And I feel like there's 3 of us who would be fine either way. And there's 2 very, very different opinions. And I just want to see where we as a group want to go. And maybe we should do it out of roleplay just for a second because I feel like we're going nowhere. If that's all right.
If there's
Sure.
3 out of 5 that want to move forward, then I'm okay coming to go the other way, to go away from the event.
I'm definitely interested, though. It's not like I don't love the idea. It's just I just don't want to step on anyone's toes, and I want it to feel good for everybody in a way that we taking that decision.
So I will say this: Alice will not go, but Donald, as the player, is okay with Alice not being part of the party and bringing in somebody else in that regard to going ahead and doing so. I'm also aware that Alice is a bit of a hard apple to go ahead and swallow in some cases, as you have pointed out, Jeff, because she has different needs, wants, and interests in that regard. So for me to have somebody else to introduce is not a problem in this regard. So I'm fine with whichever way we want to go with this story as the player above the table.
I think that brings a part of context when Alice is saying "I'm not going" is not Donald saying "I'm not going," just saying this character.
Yeah, I think that's
then
where
new
it was a
character will
little
come
bit
in.
of, well, we would kind of want to do something that is good for the party.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And there was some I'm like, okay, yeah.
Donald as a player is fine with going back into the woods. Alice as a character is not. There's a difference in that.
That's the same thing though. I don't think anybody wants to have Alice not be part of the party. So I don't know if that seems like kind of an unfair distinction because I think we don't want Alice to not be part of the party. So why don't we just move forward then? I think that we're in consensus that we're not going back.
I don't think that's fair to the interest in. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Peter.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt. So, I mean, I above table, I definitely was being totally no, in the that would be no's react. No would want to go and help. No would want to go back. So we'd be arguing hard and saying let's split up.
Yeah. So
I mean, as a character, I would, I want to crack that nut. That is LSA. I mean, whether it's possible or not, I have no idea. We will find out, I suppose. But I think sort of hearing Stella and Innie say what they've said, and also Bristle about, they are powerful mages, and so yes, in one sense it would make sense to go and help them, but in another sense they are powerful mages, so they should be able to look after them for themselves. Then and also that point about we're on a ticking time thing from what Gorge said about we've got a certain amount of time to do what we're going to do, or he's going to steal the other eye. So hearing all that, I think would resolve to make No agree and go with the party, even though he still feels what he feels about what's been said and how it's been said by Alizé.
Yes. As a player, I think that if thinking about the narrative of what's happening, like if this was a movie and there was a big earthquake or something back home while the characters are on a journey, I think the point of the earthquake is to motivate the tension that they must journey faster. I think it's a kind of I don't know that in that type of story the characters then go backtrack to investigate the earthquake. But I do think when they hear it, they spend a significant amount of time arguing about what's the correct thing to do.
Yeah.
That is like how you explore the characters and how do you do the right thing when you're trying to help. So I think that everything so far has been appropriate to my expectation of the story we are telling. But I do think as a player, even though I think it is correct that there are characters who have reservations, as a player, I would expect us to continue forward in our journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's
that is
really
just
well said.
my 2 cents.
That's right. And I think Rook has a lot of trepidation about moving forward. So that's part of my, it's not only wanting to go back and explore, but having a lot of fear of moving forward and completely leaving
And go to
any
Haven.
comfort zone. Yeah, Haven is
Yeah.
like the most terrifying place in the world to me. I'd rather go back.
Understandable. Yeah.
And it is rough because a lot of decisions got made while you weren't playing Rook with us.
Yes.
So that's probably what's coming out a little too. So that's why this is probably
Yeah.
a good little moment to be like, let's all catch up, because it is
Yeah.
a little like,
Yeah.
wait, there's a lot that happened to make us want to go here a lot. That Rook wasn't here for.
I very much get the I don't want to go to Haven part from Rook. I very much saw that in some of the argument line that was presented there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get that completely.
Yeah.
I don't feel good with it. It's why I was reluctant to speak my mind on this matter in a way, about the forced ultimatum of with or without Alizé. But I don't want the story decision to be made off of that. I want us to tell the story that we want to tell. So please make it however you feel would be appropriate for what you want as this part of the story as well. That's all I've got to say on it.
I think it was important to just. Oh, sorry, Rook. You go. You go.
No, go ahead. I'm good.
I didn't want to interrupt. No, I just felt it was important to just take a step back, just get out of it, get that meta of we as players, and then also we as complex characters who have very different goals.
Yeah.
If we were all aligned, this would be a very different conversation.
Our beginning story would be very, very different as well, though.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
Thank you, Anita, and thank you, Jeff, also for bringing this up, from both perspectives.
Yeah, good timeout, definitely.
While we're timed out, I don't think I know who Bristol is. I don't think he came up last week.
Hey, guy. Oh yeah, you were not there.
I was not there. So
You rescued them in
suddenly-
the box swamp from like the vine zombie-esque creatures.
Okay,
Which
cool.
you're like, does not help, does it?
Are they coming with us all the way?
He's a little insect guy, and he was making his way to the symposium, and we came across him when we encountered these undead. I think they were.
He was alone.
And Yeah, I think he was a bit injured, but he's made an allusion to knowing potions, and maybe he did something that he wasn't supposed to do, or his family kind of have some sort of issue with his potion making or something. So
He
I
might
think his
be-
wing is still injured, right? Or is it already
his,
healed up?
his wing was injured, but I think we were going to heal him, or I think
Yeah.
we did on the long
We're
rest.
in the
didn't we?
process. Basically, you said we're taking you to the symposium that you didn't head to the
No,
symposium.
we didn't.
And he's like, "Oh,
Oh,
I'm stuck with you. I'm stuck with you because
I can't
traveling
fly.
at night."
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's changes the night. I guess this is where we're going. Cool.
I did a little bit of mending on him during the downtime, but yes, we've not had a full like. Let's get this set.
When
Physical
are we
therapy.
gonna leave him? Are we? Is he
Oh.
gonna travel with us the whole time?
He was also noticed by Rook, possibly coming from the direction of Haven.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So yeah, that's sort of an answer.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
We
I
are a
think
mess.
this was- I don't want to rehash stuff then, but then this potentially changes my feeling of where we're gonna go. If we had previously made an agreement to take him back to the symposium, should we just go there and check it out and get him there? Well, but we did ask.
Well-
sorry, I'm catching up. Bristol just said he shouldn't go back, right? We just asked in
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna shut the fuck up. We're gonna go forward. That's okay.
I mean, I
I'm
was
on
going to.
board.
I think I said something at the end of last game about saying about no going to do something. I think did I say that? I'm sure I said that at the end of last game, or going to say something.
were you going to talk to nature?
For
No,
safety.
I don't think it was that. Anyway,
Okay.
so No has been thinking about. I mean, it's slightly real, but was thinking about having a conversation about what's been going on around Alisay as well.
Okay,
So it might be a good moment
Might
to do
be.
it as we head on.
Yeah. So it sounds like we go back. Do we generally are we generally saying we are going forward? Is that my understanding?
Yeah, I think so.
It's currently.
I
Cool.
agree. I think we're still in the midst of the characters getting on
Yes.
board with it, but as a table, we're agreeing to go forward. Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay, cool. That's what I was, yeah, and we're just going to let the characters have it out. But I think that's good to know as everyone's doing their character that I kind of know where this is going. That's a lot of times
It's
the
good
basis
for
of
you,
even
and I
like
think
improv
it's good for us
scenes.
too.
It's like improv
Yeah.
2 people deciding to go eat to Olive Garden, and so they know where the destination is, but they improv how they got there. Right?
And I think
so
it's
that's
also-
a common way to
yeah.
do a scene.
And it's good because sometimes I feel like my Anita is coming through when I'm just doing character role play. So it's always, if you don't know all the players, sometimes there's a little bit of all of it
Yeah.
going around. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then we'll time back in.
End the call.
Well,
I think
what
you said
that's
end the call.
oh, the call. Yeah, right.
I think to both No Point and Rook's point that we can't promise anything, but we will see what can be done to try and see what can be done for them. Is that fair for both of you?
Yes.
Okay. That would be my recommendation, Nini.
We need to take the elephants anyway because they need to get to the river. So
Yes, we promised
I
two
forgot
things. Because in Bristol, you spoke wise words. We can't be everywhere at the same time.
We're so nods, not unsure they're happy that they convinced you of this. But
Annie will.
This was the MVP.
Annie will take
So-
your hand off the receiver and into the stone. Say, we're heading to Haven. First town we see, we will try to send aid. Please keep your wits about you, and may Uv watch over you. Who is the Night Bloom god?
Yeah. Waiting for over. No. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I understand. I don't know what it is you are having to do, but I remember all of you. We trust you. May knowledge guide your way. Over and out.
And he looks to her friends with tears in her eyes at the over and out. Feels so final.
I will pat my hand on your shoulders. You're not a spider right now.
No. No.
I know. It feels terrible. We can't help everybody at the same time. But
All the screams
That's
and the
our world.
moans in the background didn't help, did it? Really?
the moans in the back. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's bring these elephants to the river and make a little bit more way, right? Does anyone need the break, or are we good to go?
I gotta say, I didn't grow up feeling fear very often, but I'm scared now. I'm scared about moving forward. I'm scared about even Alisay's farm, and I'm terrified of this Haven place. Yeah, it's the right thing to do. I hear you. I agree with the group, but I'm going with the group. But Rook is scared.
Was that an announcement by Jeff, or is that an announcement by Rook saying Rook is scared?
Rook.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to.
Rook is scared.
Yeah.
I just.
Rook
guess.
refers to himself in the first. Yeah. Rook by himself.
Okay, I just wanted to. It's been a
Yeah.
while, so that's why I was like.
I totally get why you're scared, and I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy or that we will be met with understanding. And it's a really different place. But I think we need to patch some troubles between Wicklings and Havenites if we want to find a solution to this problem.
I agree.
Because I think that's where it's gonna. Oh, sorry, no. I think that's where it keeps going bad, and I don't know if we can even do that, because there's so many different minded people. So I'm scared too.
One of my daddies always says that you don't trip over a mountain, but you do over a stone. That fear we feel is not a real reflection of what lies in front of us. The truth is, we don't know. We'd feel that fear either way.
only way to find out.
No? Did you want to say something?
Rook, why don't you walk with me for a bit? We can take point.
Thank you.
Right. So, what you see before you is this waterfall now into a river. It's above you. What? How do you want to decide to traverse this as you go forward?
Let me see.
I don't
I'm not afraid of
Yes.
water in this. I'm a river.
Yes.
Yes, I'm a ribbit. I played a ribbit that was afraid of water before. So that was fun.
I don't think I've seen an elephant. I've heard of elephants, but I've never seen. Can they fly? I can't remember.
Don't think so. Oh, but you're taking points, so you're probably ahead of us, right?
Just walking
No.
up.
Well, I think I think until I just want to know if is the idea to travel down and maybe cross the new river somehow. Is it to go up and around, like try to go up this mountain, try to find a way above? Then you can take point. We can have the scene. I just wanted to get a visual for
Yeah.
the plan. Did we have an idea?
Look, I'm strong. I can climb up there, but you guys. I mean, I know you can fly, Rook.
I do
But we
think
have the
we're on the.
elephants.
Yeah, I think maybe the elephants might. In my mind, I see them easily crossing a river.
Yeah, going with the
Yeah.
elephants.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so, too.
Cool. If that gives the idea. So in that case, no, take point and work can walk ahead. If you two, sounds like you might want to have a conversation. as well.
I hate to interrupt the roleplay again, but last time, Rook, do you know that last time we leveled up?
Yes, thank you. Yeah,
Okay,
Donald
Okay.
told me. Yeah, thank you.
yeah, okay. I thought so, but I just wanted to make sure.
These are important things.
Before we do rolls.
Okay.
Right. So as you ride on the elephants and kind of move forward, we said there's two, so could be the point elephant going forward, and they stand. And I would say the water flow. You go down a fair amount from the waterfall, and the water is just spreading everywhere. So the flow has somewhat weakened because there's no path for it to really follow because there's so much of it. It's more like this immense flood. And it probably comes to like just below where the elephant's bellies hang down as they try and traverse. So quite high. Then I'll give you the scene.
Were you okay? No, I'm no. Sorry. What the hell? Rook, are you okay?
I think I will be. Yeah, I think I need to forget that, I don't have no one. I have one no. That I'm not doing this alone, and that I have to remember.
You're
that.
not.
But
It is. I know it's difficult with LSA. I was thinking about something my mummy said. In fact, I remember it was the only time she mentioned my daddy. She said, most dangerous liars are the ones who think they're telling the truth. I know Gorge believed he was telling the truth, but then so does Alisay. I thought Gorge's story about his family sounded true. I know I felt angry when Mummy was turned to stone. She believed the plague had come from Haven. Alice keeps defending Haven, of course. Remember, she blamed Fainwick for stealing the eye and starting the plague. And when I suggested the attack on the Symposium was the Archmage just then, she immediately closed me down, saying it wasn't possible. And she knows that Fungals can talk over vast distances with their network, and I'm sure powerful magicians can do the same. No. There is one truth. If we find a cure, flowers stop being valuable. I know Alice's helped us a lot. She's fought with us and supported us, but she gave me waffles, but I don't know if they were charmed. She got the fire elementals to scorch her family's fields instead of the campsite, but we know that's how harvested fields are cleared anyway. And when we wanted to go and talk to Jill Gould, she said we were consulted with murderers.
I think
And after the fame,
I think Alice is scared like me. I think we're scared of the opposite things, actually. I think we're a little bit of, like, we're very different that way, but I think we are both scared. I think part of how we're gonna figure this out is I think we have to figure out how do we make that to be amazing. That we're both scared, but it's okay to be scared, right?
Yeah.
And how do we make sure we don't let our fears lead to mistrust or just get into what we know is also true in terms of our commonality. I think we want the same thing in the end. I think we want people to stop dying.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I'm trying to be open-minded. Mummy used to say, if you're too open-minded, your brains fall out. But I don't know. I was thinking at one time, shall we kidnap Alice and give her to Gorge to give to the Fane Wraith, and then he can use her as a hostage to negotiate with Haven. But
no.
We'd say, don't hurt her, but but no, that wouldn't be right, would it? I left the bog with no hope, really. Didn't really.
Is that a type of hope? No hope.
There is that type of hope. Yes, I'm trying to be that now.
I think there is no hope. You give me no hope. No.
Oh, that's so sweet. Put my arms around. You're very furry, aren't you?
Yes. I've got a monkey leg.
I have been thinking about the bog and checking that Mum's okay, but I guess I don't know. I worry that Alice is going to have us arrested for consorting with terrorists, but we've got a journey to go on. Maybe we'll find out if she's telling the truth or not. We can always sneak off, go back to the bog. I was thinking you, me, and Bristle could go. He's got his potions. I've got my recipe to talk to the witches, and I know a bit more magic now.
I miss home too. No, I do. I miss home a lot.
I know, it's such a scary journey, going all this way to the Spider Mountain or whatever it is, and finding something that we don't even know what we're looking for.
Yeah. It is hard, and it's nice to think about that, isn't it? About just going home and not moving forward and giving up on this. It is. It's really appealing.
This water's not getting deeper, is it? It's not my imagination.
I think it is.
All right.
Meanwhile, while that conversation is happening, I would like probably like side punch LSA and like, hey, you want a little, you know, a ride on my shoulders? I know we are on elephants, but I know it's probably not easy. Being not green, I guess. Well, see, I know that there's very different opinions in this group, and I know you're stuck and clear in your mission, what you won't do. And I understand that, but I don't want to be separated from you because of a difference in opinion, okay?
Thank you for letting me know that. Annie, how are you doing?
Okay, we're gonna play this game. Have it your way. I'm drinking my beer alone.
We're all on the back of the hill. Annie, how are you doing?
And he's been playing I Spy with the elephant.
Oh.
Aww.
And then seeing Annie just distracted or busy with that or intentionally. I'm sorry that it is difficult to make the hard choices. It is perhaps something I am more comfortable with than everyone else because regardless of my upbringing, it is something that we have to think about when we have responsibility to more than just ourselves. If I was a younger me, would have been fuck all of this. I would still be back there and trying to wine, dine, and have fun instead of where we are now.
Yeah.
And younger me would have been very much wishing for you to come and save me. It is funny when you are the one drowning that it is that perspective, and we get to sit here from the position of that we are in and get to make the decisions about life and death.
Yes. And we don't know if the decisions that we make are the right ones.
This one, I'm pretty sure we're making the right one, but
Okay. I stand by that you have a good sense of making tough choices. And I stand by that you have clear opinions. And that is important to have. But in a group, we wouldn't just leave you behind here in the middle of the wild because you have another opinion. And you need to know that too.
I'm actually disappointed by that answer, because if you felt that was the best way to go ahead and handle this problem, I would hope that you would go ahead and make that call to go ahead and go back and save those people if you felt that was needed to save the world.
I think one person by its own cannot save the world. And the more we split up, the less we will have any effect. That is what I believe.
Well, I have a feeling that given the path that we have set ourselves on, I fear that there will be more splitting up of people before they can come together.
Yes, that might be for the ones we try to get on our side. And I'm aware of that. And I'm not like blue-eyed about that. But you also know that we have much different history.
I do.
And I would hate for a difference in opinions to split us up. If it's what it takes, then I guess we'll be on our way, but I swore I would protect this group, and you are part of this group.
Thank you, Annie. I fear that the course of actions that we will take will put us all in grave danger, and that the things that will be needed to accomplish what we need to do to make the world better for all is going to put a lot of knives in my back. The others, they will come for you without worry, but the hidden ones, the hidden cuts that are going to come because of my status in the city are ones that I am uncertain that you are ready to, or that we are prepared to take on. But she just looks back at the mess and the knowledge, the echoing voice in her head, and the knowledge that she's got of it. I think that there are more problems than what meets the eye.
I think so too. And I think you're very brave. And we will face it together.
Well, thank you. And she just rests her head on Stella's shoulder.
Also, Annie, these elephants are amazing.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, then as you continue, the elephants pushing you across, the flow becomes increased now, and even the elephants are somewhat struggling. So pushing across, can tell me what you all would like to do, and do a counter of 4 to cross the river safely.
We're traversing that river. Okay. Just for a frame of mind, we're not sitting on the same elephants. There's 2. We split up a little bit between the 2. Yeah. So I imagine No and Rook would sit on one. And since we talked with Annie too, LSA, Annie, and I are sitting on the other.
Yeah, that's the idea I had.
Okay, just for visuals. Okay.
Bristle with us then.
Yeah.
Don't leave it
That's right.
behind.
Screw them.
2 factions.
Oh,
How far are we from the from the bank on the other side?
I'd say probably very far.
Brooke, do you know if elephants can swim?
You're muted.
I think they can. You think? But how far? And with us on top of them, I don't know how much weight we're actually adding to an elephant. But, yeah. I think Annie's the elephant whisperer, literally.
For Annie's action in this time, I think she is going to shift into a salmon. And I would like to just kind of try to keep an eye on things underwater. I'd like to, the current's strong. I don't want the elephants to trip. If they do, they might get swept away. I'd like to keep an eye out underneath.
Absolutely. Give me an instinct roll.
You got it.
Sorry, I can't help you as a salmon. I was trying to think how can I cooperate that, but I'm not in the water.
Let's see. Okay. All right. Instinct. I do have an advantage to swimming in this form. Would that apply here?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will roll with advantage. Okay, I got a 21 with hope.
Very nice. So you're able to swim about, and large rocks you can kind of knock your head to tell them nope as they move about. And you are seeing where it is getting deep enough to where there are going to be more swimming. And the danger here is that the flowing water might when they swim, they fully submerge their bodies and they stick their trunks out. So there is a good amount of holding on to the bodies that occurs during. But still kind of, there's large plants that were once here that you're able to either get them away or nibble away with your trout mouth, salmon mouth. And make sure that they don't get caught up in. So very good. As they begin to keep going.
A little fish mouth comes up to the surface of the water, and Annie will say, everybody, hold on. It's about to get quite deep.
Can I give my elephant hope?
You have a feature that gives another creature hope?
Do you mean, can you spend a hope to give it advantage?
I mean, I'll do anything because I've got nothing. I have got vicious entangle, but that's far range. I was wondering if I could maybe create growth that we could kind of use as to pull us along, but it's only far range, and I don't know if that would work in that kind of way.
I will probably see if I have still. Is there at this river? Is there some trees hanging into the river, or is it very much open wide?
I mean, definitely, because it's more like a flooded area of jungle than anything else. So
yeah,
there's definitely trees here that some have been bowled over, but some of the stronger ones, like any of the ones that were only 15 feet across or less, got bowled over. But some of the larger ones that are 45 feet circumference diameters are still held strong.
So if I wanted to, like stand up on the elephant and try to put some kind of rope on one of the hanging material of the tree. Would I like, as opposed to like doing this one and like using dexterity or agility for it, more doing it of a like more doing the work?
Yeah, throwing ropes over to try to then bring some type of security to what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, give me a strength.
Okay. Stella. Come on, baby. Bring Mama Noah show it. Okay, that's nice. That's a 15 with hope. I get a hope. Oh my god.
Okay. In that case, narrate how this rope strategy of yours is going to pull all of you to the other side of the flooded river.
So I want to like get some rope on that on that tree to like pull us strength-wise in the right direction, so that if anything comes up that would like maybe move us a little bit from our path, so I could like hold on to it to be a little bit more of strength of traversing through.
Very nice. All right, so you do that pull and are creating these ropes to hold on to keep the river from pulling them away. And of course, here there is like many creatures that are pushing ahead, kind of trying to get out of the water. And yet, even on the bottom, I think you look down, Sella, and the rest of you can see down as well. There are some creatures that got bowled over in the water that are being mutated as you watch. Large, like what looks like a tiger-like creature, suddenly growing gills and a large tail, as they are rapidly adapting to this change in environment. But you're able to get yourselves pulled all around onto the opposite, what is likely now shore, going up on stones. And from the section that you kind of put, you think, this must have been a 15, 18 foot almost gorge that is now filled in, lower elevation, and find yourselves on the other side safely with your elephant friends.
Nice.
Can I use my low light living thing from Underborn to investigate a path that would says I can get advantage on rolls to hide, investigate, or perceive details within that area to kind of see the best way forward?
Yeah. Give me a sec here. So let's do so I would do find the fields of red, I think is what we're going for here, which is where the river is. Let's actually go and find the crimson fields. I like that a little better. And I'm going to set that to an 8. So what this will be, this can roll it off, but narratively this travel is going to be 2 or 3 days, and so these rolls are going to take place over that time. So actually I'll kind of tell you the first ones. We'll do the first ones, and then I'll kind of say when we're kind of onto the second day, so to speak, onto the third, and depending on rolls you might come across some nasty things, but we're going to have this a countdown of 8 to travel to the fields. That makes sense. So we can lead it off, of course, with No trying to find a appropriate path.
Will this be a group roll or just me?
So we just you. It's a countdown roller. Okay. So you do it, and then people do different things that contribute to the countdown.
Okay. So it'll be one instinct.
Yes.
Okay. That is 11 plus, what's that? 1, 12, 14, 15 with hope.
Very nice. Yeah, so you find so less a path and more of a route here, and it's I would ask you this: what, given that there's been this sudden growth mutation within the whole area, what do you think the route you find looks like? Is it one that no cuts through? Is it natural forming? If so, like what makes it such a natural pass through?
First thing I saw was roots that had shot out of the ground to find water source. So they'd gone down into the water and created almost like a sort of path of roots that would just all kind of, lead up onto flatter land.
I like that. Yeah. So you kind of found that go excellent, and it also gives you good things to hold on to and traverse. So following these routes, some in this case, many thousands of feet, that you're able to push through and travel quite quickly than you'd expect to over a very uneven terrain. Given
The
that,
elephant's doing like dressage as they,
yeah.
as they kind of trot over the. Cool.
And so the countdown is to find the path to the fields.
To get to the fields.
Yeah. So the river is behind us, or is it the?
Yeah.
Yeah. The new river's behind you, and now you're going to the old river.
Yeah. Mm.
Could I fly up and maybe scout ahead and look for a route that looks accessible by land or for the party?
Yeah, I'll give an overhead view here. Yeah, go ahead and give me instinct.
Got a 20 with hope.
With fear is what I see.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yep, you're right.
All right. In that case, yeah, you're able to find these what does look like places where even now the tree branches didn't seem to go. And it seems clear and easy path. And then I'm going to say, as everybody travels that way, give I'd say, since you're kind of going way overhead looking down, I will give the other 4, please give me knowledge reaction rolls.
Oh, because you've noticed something, probably. Okay.
17.
24.
That's 17 for me as well.
Then Allison,
14.
14. Pushing through the night, you remember the warnings given to you. And which one of you remembers to take up dirt and throw it in front of you as you walk?
Yeah, but I've forgotten.
It was your idea, yeah.
You were in the
wasn't
front. You're in the leading also, on the leading elephant. So.
And I think you made your knowledge roll,
Yeah, I
right?
made it. Everyone made it, so the party did it. You're traumatized by the knowledge roll. It's funny. So the no does. So you're having your elephant take up dirt and
Plus
debris.
1 at knowledge and I'll level up because I'm not dumb.
Yeah. As it goes forward, and you see in front of you now, maybe just 10 feet as your elephant's pushing forward, the dirt and sticks just all stick in midair.
Stop!
And of course, you see them from above just suddenly stop, and you see this debris floating. From your point of view, you can just see where they're touching, that there's, especially looking down, you can see what looks like night colored webs with a few star specks within the trees.
Can I investigate to see if spiders are responding to the movement of the web?
Give me an instinct roll. You're trying to find spiders.
Yeah, if they're going to be closing in.
Music's gone.
I got a 15 with fear.
With hope.
With hope. Why can I?
Oh,
God, every time. I don't know why it's
Take
in.
that
Does
hope.
do.
It's so funny. I'm glad I'm watching. Though
Me
I guess
too.
what have we out? Yeah. So right now, you're looking and carefully seeing there's this spider-like form moving across the web. You actually see about 7 of them, each one the size of a head, moving back and forth. But when you look at them, they're not of flesh carapace, but they look spun of silk, spun of the same silk they weave, painted like the night sky above.
Those ones.
And they look like they've set up a hunting ground in this nice clear pass you've discovered.
Oh shit.
So where is this located in relation to the elephants?
About 5 feet in front of them.
Oh,
Because it was about 10 and no noticed it and was like, ah! And so it all stops and they're just facing now these sticks that were stuck in the web. That's why that was knowledge reaction for them to remember to throw the dirt in front of them, since no one said they were. And it was this. That's right, we were warned before the trauma of this occurring.
so I'm gonna fly down to the front elephant and say there is a group of these like spun creatures, spiders, right in front of the elephant right now.
Yeah, the creature's a little far off. The webs are right in front of the elephant.
Well, oh, okay, that's what I was asking. There, where are the?
I'm sorry,
creatures?
I misunderstood. So yeah, so no and all of them are like right in front of the webs, and then I would say
Yeah.
probably between close and very far, they're kind of spread out a little bit, at least from what you can see. But you also have the distinct impression that, like, you can see it's almost like you see 3, then you see 3 more, and then as you see the 3 more, you're not sure where the other 3 went. You kind of have this idea of like, who knows what's really there, because your eyes just can't. They're so camouflaged that it's hard to keep track.
There's a nest in front of us.
Trying to find my notes. Okay, so they're really
Is
dangerous.
any with us?
Yeah,
Do you recognise what these things might be?
Well,
Could you describe them?
Warned us about.
right. These are those things that they told us about when we got to the watering hole.
Real dangerous that you don't want to encounter. And I tried to remember if it was something like they explode or something like that, but I think it was really, really dangerous.
Yeah, I think we just even if it takes longer, whatever, we change course, try and go around.
We go back. Let's not have another argument about going back.
No, we're not going back. We're going.
It's been days, no.
We're going around it.
Yeah.
Okay. Left or right? Or is it right or left?
Which way does look like it's more easy to go around it?
Shall
Where
I-
did you see? How big was the nest? What did you see from up above, Rook?
I kept up. There's just more and more and more. There is a lot. It's hard to say.
Can I look to see which direction? Like, if it's in front of us, then can I look left and right to see if we can kind of go round?
Yeah, you can give me an instinct roll, trying to find a path here.
I'm going to use an experience. I'm going to use my.
Silverberries.
I've got my know your onions about being out in the wild. So I'll try that one. So I'll spend a hope. And that is 9 plus 8 is 17 plus 2 is 19 with hope.
Okay. So I think, yeah, very carefully looking, this was sort of fully see, but now that you've seen one, you can just make out where bits of night correspond with, especially night bloom, the green. And you can see that some of these spiders seem like they're going slightly outside of the hunting area, grabbing nearby night bloom and bringing it into the hunting area. And in order to create a place that looks safe and easy. So you can go around, but you realize you are going into the darkest parts of the area. And might be a bit harder. I would say it's going to be harder to traverse. Take more from all of you, but away from these dark webs and spun spiders.
So we either go into the dark and the unknown, unless someone has a ball of fire they could throw at the webs, but I don't know if that would be enough.
And I also, I mean, we're sort of walking into their way. You know what I mean? They haven't attacked us or anything yet. I agree with defending ourselves, but
Yes, no, good point. Yes, sorry. I'm just slightly
So-
nervous.
Quick run through now. So the alternative to going for this nest is to going into the unknown and dark.
Yes. And
Okay.
it might probably take us longer and it might be difficult terrain.
And there might be monsters there too. So let's
there
be
might be monsters there too.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, it seemed like they really warned us, especially about those. So it seems to be a big thing. Pretty lethal.
Alice,
But-
you're good at talking with people. Could you try and talk to the spiders? See if they'll give us safe passage?
Absolutely no. Alice looks
Absolutely,
at
or absolutely no.
absolutely no. Yes, exactly. Alice will look over to Annie, my dear. As you have a way we're supposed to get with numerous animals across our adventure, I have the utmost confidence that you will be able to go ahead and talk to these fighters to let them know that we mean them no harm and that we are merely trying to travel through. And that given that your experience in the area, you know where they might be able to go ahead and get some additional night bloom to bring back for their own needs. And I will give a rally die to the
salmon.
the salmon, an encouragement to speak their voice as they are shy
Ooh.
otherwise.
All right. I'll be honest. I'll say I was listening with my clear intention to not do that. But now that I feel so inspired, I might reconsider. Except your suggestion went over my head. So can you repeat yourself one more time?
I believe I nominate you as the leader of this group to go ahead and speak on my behalf, as No has requested that I speak with spiders. You will be on my herald and represent us in speaking with these spiders to ensure that we have good passage and that you know of some nearby night bloom that they can go ahead and recall in exchange for this information. And safe passage. Does that help?
Okay, right, but do we actually know that? Like, where is this night bloom? Or am I lying? I just need to know ahead of time.
I mean, you are familiar. Noah is familiar. Have been here. Neither of you know where there might be some night bloom nearby.
Well, did you see any from when you flew over?
Can I roll to see if I saw any?
I was right here.
There was, I mean, no, I would say there is night bloom in there because you're seeing the spider creatures gathering night bloom and putting it into the webs.
So
And
I'm
also,
sorry.
Yeah.
Our night bloom, is that what the? Maybe I'm sorry if I missed this, but they use that to make their webs. Is that part of what they do?
No, night bloom is like a bioluminescent flower that helps people guide their way, and most people at night follow night bloom so they have light, because to like have a torch in the middle of the dark environment where there's like a big target, or casting light in the Witherwild puts a really big target on you because everything can see you. And so with the night bloom, it kind of gives some amount of better idea. But what it looks like is that these things have been going out, gathering this bioluminescent flower, making everywhere else dark and dangerous, except presumably for this pathway that they've cleared and make their webs to lure in prey. So that prey walk through their dark webs. And also, incidentally, the light makes the eyes less likely to see the darkness in their webs when you look at the sky, because it's less adjusted to the darkness.
Right.
Look, I think we might need to get also ready to either run or fight, or probably a little bit of both. Because, yeah. What if it, just in case it goes, hits up, you know?
I have this new feature called Summon Swarm, where part of it is I can summon some fireflies that can attack adversaries within close range. I'm wondering if I could fly down and kind of create, it's almost like sending an animal downstream to have them be attacked by piranhas so that you can cross the stream. Is there a way for me to like throw some fireflies down the way into their web to distract them, to create havoc in the web so that we could then run?
Sounds like a good distraction.
Yeah, I mean, I think doing that, I would probably give either a lower difficulty or allow an advantage on some rolls. But yeah, I think that it could be a piece of trying to get through what is happening.
There is some good thinking there, Rogue. Let them get on them, and then we
And then just,
pass as fast as we can. And if
Yeah.
something attacks us, then we obviously
just
Yeah.
protect the elephants.
protect
right?
ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Protect
say you
the
just want to make sure everyone's ready for this plan, because once you kick the nest, you've kicked to the nest.
Yes. We would probably should go a different way from where you sent them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody
So
else
right now
have
the
any
proposed-
other?
The proposed plan from Rook is send the fireflies into one area to try to get most of the spiders in the area to focus, while then trying to traverse another section of these dark webs.
Right.
Correct? Okay.
No thinks we should talk to them. Rook thinks we should distract them and then try and run through. But I still don't really understand why we're not just avoiding them.
That's definitely something
I mean-
we should talk about.
I'm okay in low light, but not complete darkness.
Well, so say things go south with one of these other two plans and we have to run away. We're going to have to run away into the scary
Into the
darkness
dark.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we die. That could be an alternative.
I don't want to die.
Right.
I mean, we could go into the unknown dark. And it could be that there are no spiders there. I'm just suggesting there will be other things there, probably.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's-
also, I could probably be on the ground and then, because I can fly up, I could fly away from them. So I could try to stay there and just shoot them to try to, like, hold them off for a little bit while you guys go running. And if they get too close, I'll just pop up. That's just another idea. I don't
I
know.
mean, it's at least some way to keep you safe. Because if you distract them and they notice you, then you could be in for some trouble.
Yeah, unless these are flying spiders.
Or is that they have spider webs in the trees to catch birds and other wildlife as well, and then
Yeah.
you would be stuck, and as we would need to come back for you in that regard, and not let you become spider food.
Yeah.
So, do we want to try and go around them through the
I think-
dark?
I think Annie is suggesting that we try to find another ways and just do this dark passage and use this as our last resort sort of situation. Yes, Annie?
Yeah, but, you know, the more
Yeah.
I talk out loud, the more I regret speaking. So,
Oh no! Why would you, Annie? I think it's a fair thing. You know, I think it's gonna be dangerous everywhere. But the animals warned us about them specifically, so they are a big deal.
all right, but the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. I mean, I'm just saying, and I know I said the opposite thing a second ago, but really, I guess the point is, I don't know what we should do.
And,
Okay.
and they did tell us, just in terms of looking out for them, not necessarily combating them. You know, they just said be careful of the,
Yeah.
Do we? So that we know
and we
that the
were careful
spiders
because
and the spiders are not in the dark. We know that for certain. Are we leaving
Well,
someplace?
We
There's a
just know
bigger
that we-
one. There's a bigger one.
no, they're just little.
No, we were told that there's a big one.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
you get the idea that from what you can tell, this seems to be the hunting ground is where they're putting
Yeah.
all the light, right? And then out there is presumably not the spiders. But even as you,
Gotcha.
if you were doubting that as you go, you could also do this precautionary move to double check to make sure there's not the webs.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They
So the
warned
spider-
us to stay away from big collections of night bloom because likely that's where the spiders
Yeah.
hunt.
That makes sense.
So I see where you're coming from, Annie, and I double it. I say we try to move around it.
All right, you have conviction in your voice, and I like that.
Look, I liked all the plans. I like the interruption and then running fast. But I think you're gonna have to make a decision. So we have 3 plans. We have talked to them. Are we on that? I don't think so, right?
As
Okay.
the one who would have to do the talking, I don't think I like that plan.
Okay, so we're not talking.
Hard to talk
So-
something out of being hungry. Yeah.
Do we do the plan of Rook, distract them, then run as fast as we can through the darker passage with less spiders? Or are we trying to completely go around? Those are the 2 options that I see. Who is for the distraction?
I think the distraction maybe could be,
A last minute resort?
yeah,
Like plan B.
plan B.
Okay. So let's go around it then.
All right. So as you begin to go around, we move away from the light and into the pure dark of the Wither Wild Night. And we will end there for this afternoon.
Oh,
Oh,